In this video, I'm going to show you how to use some basic keyframing to add some animation or motion to a still picture. So I'm actually just going to add this to this third image here, which is Arthur Rothstein's famous picture of the father and little guy fleeing a dust storm in Cimarron County, Oklahoma. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to zoom in on my timeline here, and I'm going to hover right here where my track is to expand it so I can get this line available. And this is my opacity line. So in your audio track, it's your volume or gain line or audio adjustment line, and here it's my opacity. That's what that line does. But what I want to do today, of course, is create some motion. So what I'm going to do is do a very slow zoom on this famous print of the Arthur Rothstein image. So I'm going to do this zoom throughout the entire image. It's going to slowly zoom in on the people in the picture right here. In order to do that, I utilize keyframing. And what I have to do over in my source monitor over here is select effect controls. If you don't have it, you're going to have to go find it under Windows. But as a default, it should always be there. So I double click on my picture and you can see it comes up in my source. I click effect controls and I'm going to twirl down my motion, and essentially to add keyframes I click the stopwatch. So I'm going to change the position slightly, and I'm going to change the scale because I'm going to zoom in. So it's important that I had my playhead in my timeline at the beginning, because wherever your play line is, that's where your keyframes are going to be added when you toggle them on your stopwatch. So the next step now is to move my playhead where I want my animation to stop. Well, I want my animation to stop when the image is no longer on screen. I want it to I want this animation or this slow zoom effect to go on for the duration of the picture. So I'm going to use my down arrow key to go to the end of that image, and now you see I'm on the next one. So we'll go back one frame with my left arrow, and there it is. So I'm going to go right to there, and we'll just do that. That's where my animation will stop. So I'll double click on the picture, and what you see is when I double click on it, I get this frame of the image, and then I can move it around where I want it to end. We'll zoom it up like that. So what's going to happen now is it's going to zoom in and it's going to move up slightly. So we go back into my timeline, and of course, sorry, let me just show you what happened here. When I was done moving it, Premiere Pro automatically added the next set of keyframes for me. So we'll go all the way back to the beginning and we'll just play this one image. Let me just let's see if I tilde that.
Cloud just looked like smoke out of a train stack or something.
So it's a little fast, actually. I think I want to make that effect a little less noticeable. So I'm going to go in here, make it something like that. Let's see.
Cloud just looked like smoke out of a train stack or something.
Yep, still too much. So we're going to make it smaller still. I'm going to do this very subtle change on the picture.
Cloud just looked like smoke out of a train stack or something.
Okay. And there you have it. So that is my basic keyframing. I have to place the playhead where I want the animation to start, toggle by pressing the stopwatch to add that first keyframe, move my playhead where I want the animation to stop, and then I just go and do the motion, and Premiere Pro adds those toggles for me. So that, in a nutshell, is how to create some basic animation on an image using keyframing.